Hi Scorpio, this is your March 2019. Alright, so going over this with my grandmother, Scorpios, you're either dealing with somebody who may be involved in something else or involved with someone else, or you may be dealing with somebody who is involved with something else like an addiction, whether it's drinking, smoking that pot, or maybe taking pills. The substance really doesn't matter. The problem here is that somebody is turning to something else for relief, for recovery, meaning they're trying to recover from a broken heart as well. Somebody's trying to hide their feelings. So I'm feeling like people that were involved with you, Scorpio, they don't like to show or explain or express their emotions. They kind of leave you wondering, do they care about me? I just want to know, do they really love me? Was it a bunch of lies? I feel like you're questioning everything. And you've got to know, Scorpio, at least in your heart, when you put it in your mind, you get confused. But from your heart, my arm got tired, sorry. You know that this person loved you very much. But you also know that this person, for many of you, wasn't ready for a commitment. I feel like this person tried to make you happy, and I feel like they made an attempt to come towards you, and I do feel like they wanted to be around you. They wanted to be intimate with you. They wanted to get to know you better. And for a lot of your partners, they wanted to, look at the future with you. But I do feel like some of them got cold feet. I do feel like some of them got scared. I do feel like someone here was overwhelmed by something. For some of you, your partner may have had so many cups to look at, meaning options, and some of their cups may have been filled with fear, with nervousness, with anxiety, maybe with regrets in some of their cups. They might have had some ex-partners in their cups, and they didn't know which cups to choose. I feel like they were trying to make a decision between their past and their present, you being their present and someone else being their past. I feel like they were afraid history was going to repeat itself. It feels like they worried that this relationship would have turned sour. So they kind of self-sabotaged it anyway. That's what it feels like. For a lot of you Scorpions, or Scorpios, I do feel your energy as being, I don't want to say mediocre, but it's like okay. Your energy's okay right now. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. I feel like a lot of you have a lot going on in your life in general, not to add a relationship to it as well. I feel like a lot of you may be struggling. Maybe it's with finances, or overwhelmed with credit card debt, or somebody may be getting evicted or foreclosing on. There's a lot of energies around a repossession of a vehicle. So I feel like a lot of you are struggling with so many other things. It's like you got to pick out which fish is most important to fry right now. So with that being said, my grandmother's saying to take care of you first, handle your situation, get yourself stable, because you don't want to ask or bring anybody back to turmoil and problems, things of that nature, because that will deter them from wanting to be there. And you don't want to do that. You want it to be open. You want it to be suggestive. You want it to be exciting. You do want it to be spontaneous. However, you don't want to have to say, well, yeah, you can come over, but in 3 weeks I won't be living here anymore. Or, yeah, I'm working right now, but once they take my car, I'm not going to be able to go to work anymore, or whatever. So clean up whatever there is to clean up first, okay? Then focus by thinking your energy on the person that you want to be with, manifesting them to you, and then their energy will come towards you. They will try to see what's going on. They will try to work things out. They will offer to lend a hand. They will offer to help you out. I don't feel like they can help you with everything, but at least know that they're going to listen, and they're going to be there to try to support you as best they can, even financially, besides emotionally. Scorpios for the month of March. Work is definitely your main focus. Getting more hours, or getting that raise, or getting that new position within the same company for a lot of you. Also for a lot of Scorpios, I do get that you may have started your own business. And I think it's starting slow, but I think you're going to pick up very quickly. Very quickly. And I think that's going to be very successful. For some of you Scorpios, I feel like maybe you're retired. Maybe you're finished working. Maybe you're just looking for part-time work, or you're just volunteering your time somewhere. But for the most part, I feel like you, in fact, are either widowed or divorced, and I feel like you are hoping to meet someone new. However, I don't see you doing a lot of socializing. Some of you, you may go out once a week. You may. Or once... Wait a minute. Or once a month. But I do feel like there is... something for you to be able to put yourself into. I feel like there's more opportunity for you to involve yourself with someone else. What are you doing? You see? Wiggle, wiggle. So I do feel like there is opportunity for you to involve yourself with somebody else. I think there's going to be blessings coming your way. I do feel like you are going to meet someone, and it is going to be new and exciting. It is going to be fun. So don't worry about that. I also feel like there is going to be a couple little bumps in the road, a couple little obstacles, but what I'm hearing is that one thing will lead to another, and surprisingly enough, as you least expect somebody to come towards you, to talk to you, to want to be with you, meaning they want to hang around with you, they want to come back out again another time, they want to set up another time to see you. So I feel like that's going to be really exciting for you. Because it is going to be very spontaneous, because it's not planned, because you didn't even think about it when you were going somewhere. You may have been out with a friend, just one, maybe two, but no more than two. I do feel like there are three of you who have been single for quite some time, and who's about sick and tired of it. Who also feels, well, you know what, I'm older and I can't hang out in these places where these other people do, and I can't do this and I can't do that, but I feel like you will. I feel like you're going to be able to go to certain places, whether it's out to dinner, whether it's a bar that serves dinner and they maybe have country western music or whatever afterwards. I do feel like you're going to be enjoying that. I do feel like there's going to be a time where things are going to be quite a blessing for you. I think that there's going to be an opportunity for much love to come towards you. And I feel like that's friends, family. And I do feel like you will not be single for long. I think you've waited long enough. Some of you have been, I'm going to say, divorced or separated for years. I'm getting 7, 13, and 15, maybe 23. So whoever has been away that long maybe has dated here and there, but nothing major's happened. You know, there was no final relationship, meaning that it didn't come to engagements, marriage, and things like that, that you just dated kind of like a friends kind of thing. Some of you may have had a few intimate relationships, but I don't feel like that was quite your style. I just don't feel like somebody actually tickled your fancy. I really just don't. I think that it was okay, it passed the time, but you'd rather not. There's somebody that you're turning down that you're just not interested in. For a lot of yous out there, I do feel that, like I said, there is a start. There is a brand new start. There is something that is going to be offered to you, and I think you should take advantage of that opportunity. For a lot of you, yes, your ex is going to return. You're going to be figuring something out. You're going to work your way through a sticky situation, okay? Now, remember, you need to hold your place and keep yourself very patient, as well as honest with yourself and with your partner about things that have happened in the past that you're going to want to talk about, okay? That you're going to want to iron out. I hear iron out. Okay, Scorpios? So I can tell you that March is going to be a lot like January was. Things are going to be in and out and hot and cold. I do feel like somebody's going to come back towards you, and depending on the way that you go over what had happened is depending on whether they stay and try to work it out. So it's all about the way that you handle things gingerly. There's a little key, a little extra note, gingerly, okay? So be really careful. Try to handle things, as easy as possible. Try not to point the finger, because when you're pointing the finger, 1, 2, 3, 4 are pointing back at you. Okay, so when you're pointing, like you did this, well, guess what? You're pointing more at yourself. So you have to take what you did as well, own what you did, and that's allowing somebody to keep doing something to you, allowing somebody to keep lying to you, not putting any boundaries, not saying, hey, that's not okay what you're doing. It's not okay to talk to me that way. It's not okay to treat me that way. And it is definitely not okay to be cheating on me. So if you don't want to be here, then you needed to be the man or woman that you are and say so. Okay? So make sure you put your boundaries out there and set somebody straight. That way they understand that there's rules and guidelines here. And guess what? If I F up, she's not going to want me around here no more. That's right. Or he's not going to want me around here no more. Okay? So definitely think about that. For the rest of you, I feel like, a lot of you don't want a relationship right now. You're not trying to get in it. You're more worried about making your money, getting a savings. Some of you are trying to buy a new car. You may be trying to move out of a family member's home and get to your own place. Some of you may feel stuck in someone's house. And even though you're grateful that they have you there, you really don't want to be there. You really just want your own space. You just want to have not to answer to anybody and not to have to say why you're not doing anything today or why you're home today, like you're tired of answering. I just feel like you're tired of answering. Well, if you're tired of answering, get your money together and then get the hell out. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. So, Scorpios, I do feel like there is a meeting of the minds coming. There's a meeting of the minds coming because somebody is definitely either wondering what you're doing or you're wondering what they're doing. But somebody's also wondering, Scorpio, why you haven't spoken to them or expressed something to them or shared something with them. They want to know why they had to hear it from somebody else. So there's something that needs to be said, Scorpio, either by you or you're waiting for something to be said to you. So whichever way that works out. But I do feel that sooner or later, and I think in the month of March, something is going to get taken care of. So we'll see what happens from there, okay? So with that being said, Scorpios, that's what I got for you right now. And we'll see what else I can get mid-month. Okay.